All right. Welcome back dito sa latest episode ng Deep Dive at Voter Education Program FYI natin. Kasama natin ngayon si Attorney Dino De Leon na ginaya ang color ng damit ko. Bakit tayo naka-black, Attorney Dino?
Sasayaw
Apay.
tayo eh. Hindi, nagluluksa tayo dahil
Oo nga
sa
eh.
kabarubalad ng Senado na ayaw gawin ang trabaho nila na kinokoman ng saligang batas. Kaya tayo nakaitim.
Parang iba yata ang kailangan natin impeach
Eh kung ano nga, sa akin, alam mo kung nangangarap pa yung mga nandyan sa Senado, sa higher office, siguro naman gawin nila yung trabaho nila, no? Hindi naman sa hinahamon ko sila, tinatakot ko sila, pero nakita naman nila na merong new set of voters na hindi nila in-expect kung paano mag-behave ng 2025. So, kung si Senate President Jesus Escudero, baka gusto niya pa kasi siguro, ang narinig ko gusto raw yata niya maging Senate President pa, tapos ginagamit na negotiating, bargaining chip itong impeachment para siya maging Senate President. Pero alam mo, bakal kailangan una-unahin niya yung oath niya, di ba? At saka yung sworn oath niya to obey and defend the Constitution. At saka kung nangangarap pa siya sa highest office, pag hindi niya inayos itong impeachment, we will campaign against you. Wala na, tatapusin namin, sisiguraduhin namin, we will make it our life's mission to end your political career because you don't deserve to be in office if you don't uphold your oath, which is to obey and defend the Constitution. So ako actually, kung hindi pa nila i-transmit, hindi pa nila i-constitute yung impeachment court at the soonest possible time at they're still dilly-dallying this, no, nananawagan na ako clearly sa publiko na panagutin yung mga senators at yung Senate leadership at may make sure na pagbayarin yung Senate leadership including the Senate President Jesus Escudero for his inaction and for actually neglecting the mandate, the clear mandate and the clear order of the Constitution to forthwith constitute the impeachment court.
Just to remind folks bago tayo mag-French Revolution. um, brother, just to remind folks, ano yung constitutional duties ng mga senador? Ano yung mga in-expect natin sa isang Senate President? And also dun sa issue ng forthwith, how much latitude should there be constitutionally in terms of determination of its execution, its operationalization, at saka yung, kumbaga, discretion ng Senate President given sabi na nga nila, dating excuse nila, election. Ngayon naman, ang excuse nila legislative priorities. In fact, ginamit pa si BBM as an excuse na nadagdagan pa daw ng priorities kasi after election, iba naman ang gusto ni BBM, di ba? So, it looks like even yung sinabi ni President BBM na he's distancing himself from the trial, that's also being even cited, invoked by Fashion, by Escudero, Jesus Escudero. Ako akala ko meron na naman siya maintenance sa kilay niya. Baka naman June 4 or 5, he needs to fly to Milan, ganun, ganun. Hindi pala, I asked Sir Ronald about the fashion industry. Mamaya pa daw yung summer wear. So, I don't understand why should he move it from June to June 7? Would moving it by 1 week basically kill it or it's just more dribbling that could go towards killing it? What is your read? I mean, since
Ako,
kapit ka kay attorney, no, incoming Congresswoman De Lima who has been very vocal on this.
malinaw ang aking paniniwala, no? The election was not an excuse. The adjournment of Congress was not an excuse because ang nakalagay forthwith as ano yan, at the soonest possible time, within reasonable time. Of course, pwede ka siguro mag-constitute ng impeachment rules, ayusin yung hall, 'di ba? Ayusin yung logistics, pero hindi dahil break kami. Pinapasweldo ka habang break ka eh. 'Di ba? Hindi naman tumigil yung sweldo mo habang break ka eh. Clear yung command ng Constitution that forthwith. Immediate yon, immediately. Sa basic dictionary yun, even in legal dictionary. Immediate yun eh. Saka magkahiwalay yung function mo as a legislator sa function mo as an impeachment judge. In fact, magka-separate article yan sa Constitution, yung legislature tsaka yung public accountability. So, kaya nga mag-oath ulit, di ba? Mag-oath ulit sila kasi dapat gawin rin nila yung trabaho nila under the command of the Constitution in the article on public accountability. So, malinaw sa akin na noon pa dapat yan at hindi excuse na kailangan mo mga panya, hindi excuse na mag-e-eleksyon, hindi excuse na break, no? Ganun lang ba yun? Pagka, ano ba tayo, gusto lang natin mag-break, di ba? Pero pagka for purposes of si Amy Marcos mag-iimbestiga about dun sa arrest, eh hindi kayo nakabreak. Pero pagka impeachment, nakabreak. Halata naman yata na may kinikilingan kayo mga personalidad. Imbis na dapat ang kinikilingan ninyo, yung taong bayan, yung constitution. At make no mistake, beneficial sa taong bayan itong impeachment proceedings kasi malalaman natin yung katotohanan. Ang pinag-uusapan dito, pagwawaldas ng milyong-milyong-milyong pera ng pera ng taong bayan. Ang pinag-uusapan dito, 'di ba, supposedly yung betrayal of public trust ng pinakamataas na opisyal ng bansa. At wag din ang kakalimutan na according to WR survey, 'di ba? Napakataas, ano ba, 90% ba ng mga
The same
Pilipino
sa SWS survey. Yeah, almost the same.
Yeah, oo, around 90% nung April. Nung SWS survey, tung June 5, 88% ng mga Pilipino sinaniniwala na kailangan magkaroon ng impeachment proceedings at trial. Dahilan sa, ang gusto lang naman natin, katotohanan. Sabi nga ni Sara Duterte, willing rin siya, gusto niya nga rin daw, kasi oportunidad daw sa kanya yon. Bakit yung Senado na lang yung nagiging hadlang dito sa impeachment proceedings? Sinabi na nga, command niya ng saligang batas. At ang saligang batas is the one that allocates power to the branches of government. Yan ang pinanggagalingan. It's the most sacred document that we have as a nation. It is the only document that we pass directly as a people, di ba? Hindi ito pinasa lang ni congressman at ni senador. This is the reflection of the sovereign will of the people. Bakit sinasubject natin sa discretion ng Senate President or ng Senate leadership yung clear command ng Constitution? I really don't get it. And this is completely unacceptable. This is completely unacceptable. Yung pambabastos sa konstitusyon, yung pambabastos sa kagustuhan ng taong bayan, ang tawag na dito, blatant kabastusan, no? At dapat gawin ng Senado yung trabaho niya. Command niya ng Constitution eh. Oath mo to obey and defend the Constitution. Before you assume public office, nilagay mo yung kamay mo sa Biblia, tinaas mo yung kamay mo, hinarap mo yung taong bayan, sinabi mo you will obey and defend the Constitution. Tapos clear command ng Constitution, ayaw gawin ni Cheese Escudero. Alam mo yun, sa akin dapat ngayon natatakot na sila sa taong bayan. Nakita nila that there's a new demographic of voters. Talagang ako, pag hindi sila kumilos, I think there will be a mobilization on the 9th, on the 10th, and on the 11th, no? Kalampagin natin sila at sisiguraduhin natin na gawin natin yung trabaho nila. There has to be, sa akin kasi, tatlo lang naman yan, di ba? We have to go to Congress. If the first K, Congress. Kung ayaw nila, we go to court, no? Kung ayaw pa rin nila, pinipwersa ninyo yung taong bayan pumunta sa pangatlong K, which is yung kalsada. And we will exercise our constitutionally protected right to free speech and the right to mobilize, di ba? The right to organize. We will use that, and because it is our potent tool against you. And make no mistake, yung mga nagiging hadlang na yan, including Cheese Escudero, sayang. I was Youth for Cheese back in 2010 when he was contemplating to run for the president. Pero hindi ko naman akalain na command ng Constitution, para bang ginagawa niyang discretionary. Hindi ka hari, ah. Tandaan mo, Cheese Escudero, ha? Paalala lang sa'yo, ha? Hindi ka hari. Huwag ka mag-astang hari na para bang you are just subjecting it to your whim and to your discretion. This is the command of the Constitution. Please respect it.
Bakit kasi naniwala kay Cheese? Kami nga taga-UP, hindi. Parang noong 2000 pa, nagsasanatin, sino to? Puro mga pakit tinapit, tapos puro nagra-rhyme. Bakit nagra-rhyme yung mga sinasabi niya? Ano to, balagtasan, di ba? I'm sorry, bro. Like, ever since, I was not impressed by that guy. And I'm
Ako,
even
I
less
was
impressed now
exploring.
na hindi pa siya nag-evolve. He's the same
Uh,
iPhone 1 I saw in 2006 and
I
7.
attended. Imagine mo, I attended Youth for Cheese, yung ano niya, yung launch noon nung sa Manila Hotel pa yun, ni launch no. Matend ako diyan once or twice. Hindi rin ako na-convince ng matagal kasi nakita ko rin na parang hindi yata malakas yung backbone nung mama, di ba? Pero wag naman yung ganito kasi kung Senate President ka, natagal mo na sa serbisyo publiko, produkto ka pa ng scholar ng bayan, pinag-aral ka pa ng taong bayan, baka naman, respetuhin mo naman yung mga institusyon, respetuhin mo naman yung konstitusyon na pinag-aralan mo. So, respetuhin mo naman yung saligang batas, di ba?
Bakit yung
Masyado
Georgetown, di
masyadong
ba?
kabastusan na eh. I mean, ako, hindi mo ba nararamdaman? Bastos na eh. Bastos na sa
Yeah.
institusyon ng constitution, no? Sa akin, konting respeto man lang sa taong bayan, konting respeto man lang sa mandate mo, konting respeto sa clear command ng constitution. Hindi yung you're kicking it down the like down the road as if it's based on your discretion. It's not. Sorry ha, Cheese. Parang awa mo na. Bago pa kami talagang taong bayan na maggalit sa Senado at maggalit sa iyo, please do your sworn mandate.
Para sa kanyang Georgetown, di ba? Anyway, Masters now. But going back to this, bro, I mean, you talked about legal remedies, meaning take this to the Supreme Court?
Ang alam ko may pending na case sa Supreme Court,
Mm.
no? Hindi pa inaaktuhan ng Supreme Court 'yan. Siguro nga binibigyan ng chance, no, yung Senate na i-moot 'yan. Pero kung ayaw talaga nila gawin, para sa akin kasi dapat ang intervene na noon pa. Pero I think for me, mandamus should lie because nakalagay sa Constitution, it is not it is a ministerial duty to convene as a Senate impeachment court, 'di ba? To take your oath at as soon as possible time, which is forthwith, no? So sa akin subject to sa mandamus eh, pero I think hindi pa inaaktuhan ng Supreme Court. So kung ginawa na natin yung kaso, 'di ba? Unang Kongreso, kumakatok na tayo sa inyo, nag-lobby na kami, ginawa na ng House of Representatives yung trabaho niya, nandiyan na kayo sa Senado, ayaw nyo gawin yung trabaho niyo, tapos na yung check ng Kongreso. Pangalawa, Korte. Hindi mo masisisi yung taong bayan, nag-file na naman ng kaso, petition for mandamus, hindi pa gumagalaw. So where do we go now? Where do we go now? And we will go to the streets, di ba? We will go to the streets. We will exercise our constitutional right to free speech and to organize, no? So yan, may mobilizations sa June 9, 10, and 11. Wait for the details. I think it's gonna be near the Senate, right? But definitely we have to show them. And as early as now, I think yung mga mobilization na yan will be beneficial because when we have the ability to organize and mobilize as early as now, this is our preparation for 2028 on how we can organize and mobilize to make sure that we'll be effective as well, more effective as well in campaigning, and will be more effective as well as guardians of our democracy, di ba? And as guards of our institutions. So I think, our democracy is only as good as how well we will guard it. And make no mistake, no, wag na sana lang i-test yung will ng taong bayan, di ba? Tatagal lang lumalaban yung taong bayan, di ba? Si Duterte, nilabanan natin, di ba? Nakakulong na ngayon, right? Wag na nilang antayin pa na sila naman ang bantayan ng taong bayan. Don't test the patience of the people, lalong-lalo na may bagong Gen Z, may bagong millennials who I think are already fed up with your personality politics and with your gross disrespect of our institution. So 9 to 11, I think we should guard. We should be ready to respond if necessary. If there's going to be mobilization, just to express our disgust sa ginagawa ng Senado as of the moment.
Um, Ako kasi, like, well, I think the problem is not so much that Cheese is powerful. It's probably is because he's too powerless. Kasi 'di ba ang basic na argument is ang laki nung Team Piatos block for the lack of better term at sobrang fragile kasi yung balance of power within the Senate and with the let's just say the dramatic departure or ousting of Zubiri, right? Ni Mick Zubiri. I think everyone is walking on eggshells. This is not to make an excuse for Cheese, by the way. We had Senator Trillanes of all people, who's definitely not sympathetic to the dribbling game, who said that yun yung problema ni Cheese ngayon. Uh, Having said that, do you think that some part of the pressure point is also to push the non-Piatos members of Senate to threaten withdrawing support from him and push the non-Piatos incoming senators to mobilize against him to make sure that at least hindi na siya... Kasi parang feeling ko, even if ayusin niya ito, parang the damage I mean, he has done more than enough damage for him not to deserve to be the Senate president. I mean, if this is not the worst ever Senate president, I don't know what is. Although one thing I learned from history, it can always get worse. But even, like even Tito Soto, after election, medyo lumalambot na rin ng positioning niya. Kasi parang siguro ang and let's just be clear, Tito Soto is thinking siguro about, well, not siguro na yan, to be the next Senate president. Again, ang basa ng tao is because ang laki nung Team Piatos sa loob out of 24 members. And given how fluid is the situation in terms of leadership alignments, nagiging ingat na lahat. Kasi Kaya worry, nakakabaling situation sa Senado na kasi we keep on talking about yung circus aspect of Senado. So hindi na nakapasok si Ipe at saka good morning, si Ben Tulfo at hindi nakapasok si Willie Revilla. So we have avoided certain interesting scenarios. But even with the fact that wala na yung mga yon, you're still gonna have some serious problems in the Senate because this is a very weakened institution, very besieged institution. And I don't know, with Mark Oleta, Aimee, and the ilk also set to go for gold in the coming Senate, like yeah, things are not really rose tinted for the Senate. But just on the technical procedural terms, bro. Um, if kasi Senator Tolentino, outgoing Senator Tolentino said na kung hindi na actionan ito before mag-adjourn ang 19 Congress, basically na pinatay na ito. Parang dismiss ang term niya. I mean, is there even a constitutional basis to say na di-dismiss ang isang bagay na hindi naman inaksyonan to begin with? Like, how can you dismiss something that you illegally did not act upon? Right? I mean, so from a procedural standpoint, how sui generis is our current situation? Is the law clear enough about what should happen in the coming weeks before the 20th Congress come in? Or is there
Well,
so many gray zones here that, maybe it's not the end of the road pa rin?
Well, gusto ko lang muna sabihin na tama ka, no? Dapat may exercise tayo ng pressure points dun sa mga non-Piatos team para sa akin, hindi talaga deserve ni Chis Escudero maging Senate President kung ganito siya. Weak leadership eh. Takot pala sa isang block, di ba? Hindi ba dapat gawin mo yung constitutional duty mo whatever happens first bago ka maghanap ng poder? At to begin with, deserve mo ba yung paghahanap ng poder kung hindi mo kayang i-control at harapin yung Piatos block, lalo na kung sila ang mali? Sila ang nasa mali dito eh, di ba? They're blocking the truth. They're preventing the clear command of the Constitution. So this is the time when you exercise leadership. When your leadership should have mattered. Hindi you kowtow to a bloc that is not even the majority. Having said that, no, I really have to disagree with Senator Tolentino. I understand maybe politically his considerations. Tandaan mo, Pinoy yan, tapos nagsayaw-sayaw ng kung ano-ano nung kampanya niya, tinanggal siya dun sa slate, tama ba? Tapos nagpunta sa mga Duterte, tapos nagpunta sa mga Marcos, tapos ngayon na namang natalo siya, naghahanap na yata ng paghahanapan ng next na poder. Yan, grabe yung pagka-political butterfly no ni Francis Tolentino. But
Hindi
never,
yata butterfly
never.
tawag sa mga ganun eh. Medyo ano na, nag-evolve na.
Oo, ibang klase, ibang klase. Ang importante lang sa kanya yung poder niya. Hindi niya iniisip kung ano dapat mabuti sa taong bayan, no? And even his legal circus does not even make sense, no? Kasi ang sinasabi niya, dapat daw pagka natapos na yung kongreso, hindi na raw yan pwede tumawid. I don't know where his legal basis is. What is his
Hindi
legal
rin
basis?
klaro sa akin
Because
exactly, exactly.
kasi lahat ng mga impeachment proceedings, even around the world, even in the United States, na heavily nilift natin yung impeachment proceedings natin, tumatawid yung mga impeachment proceedings. Nangyari yan doon kay Trump, if you would recall, no? So malinaw na kayang tumawid to the next Congress yung impeachment proceedings. Why? Because, lalong-lalo na pala, by the way, sa Pilipinas. Because sa Pilipinas, continuing body ang Senado. I can cite so many jurisprudence no stating na continuing body ang Senado no. So what does that mean? It means na ito yung kunyari sa yung sa Arnold versus Nazareno, di ba? Ang nangyari doon is nag-iimbestiga ang Senado, nakakulong pa dahil kinontempt nila yung tao at dahil nakakulong pa ang sinabi doon sa kasamang subsequent citing Arnold versus Nazareno, nakakulong pa tapos na raw yung Congress, so wala na raw contempt powers. Anong sabi ng Supreme Court? Ang sabi ng Supreme Court, continuing body yan. So unlike the House of Representatives pag
Right.
natapos na yung Kongreso, hindi na nila pwedeng ipakulong. Ang Senado, pwede pa nila continuously ipakulong dahil it's a continuing body. That is only in aid of legislation and its
Why is the
investigation.
Senate exceptionally continuing while the lower house is not? Because
Kasi
they're
boses silang naiiwan, di
Mm.
ba? Sa full
Oo nga
house, lahat
pala.
yan
Yeah,
nag-a-adjourn.
yeah, you're right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Not the whole house is up for grabs.
The
Ah,
whole House is up for grabs. The
nangyari.
Senate is
Okay,
not.
makes
That
sense.
was specifically designed by the framers of the Constitution because they wanted the Senate to be a continuing body na meron tayong legislature na hindi nag-a-adjourn, na hindi, sorry, hindi nawawala. Kahit anong mangyari, mag-a-adjourn yan, pero nandyan pa rin siya. They can convene at any single time. So that was the intention of the Constitution. Kaya nga yung term 12-12, di ba? May 12 na iiwan, may 12 pa ulit na i-elect. Kasi kung ang intention pala ng framers natin, lahat sila magre-re-elect, di sana every 6 years, magre-re-elect lahat. Hindi, naiiwan. May naiiwan na 12. And sabi ng Supreme Court, dyan sa Arnold versus Nazareno, and in a catena of subsequent cases, they reaffirmed the fact that the Senate is a continuing body. What does that mean? It means na pag na-transmit na yung articles of impeachment, yung Senado, forthwith, kailangan mag-convene kahit 12 na lang yan, di ba? Para i-constitute themselves as an impeachment court at mag-swear sila as judges. Ngayon, pag may bagong 12, di papalitan lang yung 12, magsiswear in ulit yon para bang korte natin. Kahit magbago ang huwes, ang judge, jurisdiction is retained. And thereafter, kuyari, ma-promote yung regional trial court
Tama,
judge o
tama.
Court
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Appeals. Uupo ulit, bagong judge,
Parallel.
hindi
Yeah.
uulit yung proceedings. Hindi mo kailangang ulitin lahat yung
Re-reset.
proceedings. 'Di ba? Hindi kailangan mag-reset, 'di ba? Mauupo siya, kung nasaan yung proceedings, doon siya magre-render siya ng decision. Kaya nga may case record eh. Lahat naman tayo nanonood eh, no? So hindi totoo yung sinasabi, hindi ko alam, wala naman siya sinite na basis, no? Ang sinasabi niya lang
Tatlo
is,
yatang Masters of Law niya, di ba?
oo, pero mali. Alam mo kung bakit?
Parang
Ang
siyang,
sinasite
kami
niya,
na oras mag-aral.
hindi niya nadadichotomize yung legislative functions from dito sa law on public accountability, which is a separate article in the Constitution. Tama siya. Sa legislative functions, everything else, pag hindi mo natapos, uulitin mo. Pero sa impeachment, malinaw eh. Na-transmit na yung articles of impeachment eh. So forthwith, kailangan nila mag-convene and continuing yan hanggang i-decide nila as a body, as an impeachment court ha, hindi pwedeng as a
Right.
Senate. As an impeachment court, meron silang final decision and final verdict. Hindi nila pwedeng sabihin ayaw ko mag-trial. Hindi pwede because trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. Hindi nila pwedeng sabihin, ang pangit naman ng articles of impeachment, dismiss na ito. Hindi nila pwedeng i-refuse yung constitutional mandate and command sa kanila by a mere vote. Hindi pwedeng pagbotohan ng Senado na hindi gawin yung trabaho nila. Kasi ang Constitution nagko-command sa kanila. So kailangan, hindi pwede itong sabihin nila, ayaw na namin mag-trial eh. Let's vote. Hindi pwede. Hindi pwede. Trial shall forthwith proceed. And you cannot disobey the Constitution through a mere vote. You cannot. Hindi rin pwede sabihin ng kunyari, for example, ng Constitution, ng Senado na kami na ang Commander-in-Chief ha, let's vote plenary powers. Kami na ang commander-in-chief. No, you cannot vote your way out or into power. 'Di ba? Ang power ng commander-in-chief powers nakalagay sa executive. Sino nagsabi? Constitution. So kahit na you vote in the plenary, kung hindi yan ang sinasabi ng Constitution, hindi mo pwedeng gawin. Hindi rin nila pwedeng sabihin na ayaw na namin maging Senado ha, forthwith. Yung mga barangay kapitan na sa barangay Talipapa, ang Senado. Hindi pwede because that is your constitutional duty. So just because they will vote doesn't mean that they can just do that, di ba? Na they can just evade their duty under the Constitution. And what is their duty? Their duty is trial shall forthwith proceed. Yun ang duty at ang command ng Constitution. They cannot vote against that. It's a clear command.
Dina, just to be clear, I mean, as I said, Cheese has already said the bad precedents, and I think that's enough basis for people to question his competence to even vie for the position come the 20th Congress. Having said that, again, I know I'm sounding like very realist in the sense that, okay, andito na tayo, what is the what are we looking at in terms of worst and best case scenarios here? Kasi obviously best case scenario is not already ideal kasi sinayang yung oras natin over the past how many 5, 6 months, diba? So lampas ng 4 months yung forthwith na yan. But having said that, are you looking at the situation kung saan yung at least yung kasi yun din ang sinabi ni Cheese earlier this year na yung at least yung foundational rules ng trial ay tatalakayin nila and then probably the trial itself could be done under the next Senate. At the same time, you hear people like former Senate President Drilon, right? And former Justice Secretary Drilon also saying something like, parang pwede na tapusin na yan before the end of the month. Parang ang bilis naman masyado kung ganun. Or, so, from your legal reading, at the same time also looking at the, dynamics in the likely dynamics in the next Congress, what is the best case scenario? Now the rules will be set now and that the proper trial will come 20th Congress, or get everything done as much as possible within June, wag ka na umasa sa next, or kung ganyan ka hopeless tong Senate na to, I don't know, just keep it alive procedurally to a certain degree and then umasa na lang tayo to 20th for the 20th Congress to get this going. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, these are multiple scenarios I'm already looking at. Ganyan na ang pag-iisip ko. Like, we know something wrong is happening talaga, right? But having said that, what are the scenarios naman moving forward with barely a month left before the next Congress comes in?
I think kahit na gusto nilang mangyari na matapos siya na the end of the month, it's just logistically possible, no? So I think the best case scenario, kasi sinasabi ng iba, mas maganda yata na tapusin na nila ngayon kasi maraming mga senators dyan na patapos na at baka they want a legacy o gusto ng baon. I don't know, di ba? Maraming mga ganyang usapan di ba? So, but I
Retirement
think
package, severance.
But wala akong sinabi. Sinabi ko lang, baon na magandang memories, di ba?
Oh,
Or
para
baon na legacy.
of
So, I think it's logistically impossible. So, I think the best case scenario, and this best case scenario is really also not in a good, not a good situation. Sabi mo nga kanina, dahil nga
yeah,
sa
we're past the good. This is like
correct.
under bad. Let me put it that way.
Under bad, but it's still the best case scenario. Under bad scenario is they will take an oath, they will read yung impeachment complaint, they will convene the the impeachment court, and then afterwards magse-send out na ng summons, and then isi-schedule na nila yung first day of trial, which is most probably gonna be in the 20th Congress, no? Pero hindi ko talaga maintindihan kung bakit yun lang hindi pa kayang gawin ni Cheese.
Yun lang,
That's gonna be
basically, yeah, yung skeletal na lang. Kahit ganun lang, yung skeletal lang, and then hintayin natin.
Oh, pero
Ganun na lang
that's
ang
just 15
expectation.
minutes, 30 minutes of their precious legislative time. Pero wag naman nila yung para bang pinipigilan nila yung trial. Ano yung worst case? Hindi matuloy yung trial. And I don't know if it's a worst case, but definitely the people will push back. The people will push back, no? If they do that, 88%, 90% say they want impeachment trial, tapos babastusin ninyo yung gusto ng taong bayan, di ba? So I think the worst case is they will try. But kung para sa kanila, good intentions nila yon, I think they will suffer a huge backlash, no, if they will not proceed with trial. So I think the trial will happen. Otherwise, delusional sila at hubris siguro ang meron sila na feeling nila hindi kaya ng taong bayan magprotesta. Let's this is a fair warning against them, no. So kung ganoon, kung makikinig sila sa pulso ng taong bayan at kahit papaano magpo-proceed sa impeachment trial, sa akin ang next na dyan is ebidensya, ebidensya, ebidensya. Tandaan mo yung sa impeachment ni Corona, nung una raw, ang bilang mas maraming against impeachment, di ba? Pero nung lumabas na ebidensya, wala silang nagawa. A lot of people switch sides, no?
Okay na tayo
Because
mag...
the evidence is clear.
Ay, wala akong sinasabi sa souvenir, pero sige. Si Sir Ronald na mag-usa. But but if Tolentino's legal argument is as flimsy as his political allegiance, then even if walang gagawin by the end of this month, sa sobrang i-criticize ngayon yung kababalagan na nangyayari ngayon, siguro that could be enough, or at least that could be the opening act para umayos naman yung susunod na Senate President. Let's say Tito Soto or something like that. Right? Kasi as early as now, nag-internal alignments and deal making na di ba? Kung sino maging next Senate President. So, I think the idea of public pressure will have to be there regardless. The only question right now, let's go also to the levels. Last part, important because I know you have to go, bro. But what levels of public pressure looking at? I saw some footages kanina. I don't know kung totoo yan. May mga tao na nandun sa gates of Senate kanina. Right? I mean, should we like Marie Antoinette? Parang, who are these people? But wala silang cakeless. Yeah, alam mo yung gano'n, yung sa doors of like Louvre and like pala yung mga invader. Magpa-French Revolution na ba pare? Yung ba kailangan natin? Kasi remember, people power is very important because in the case of Erap Estrada, the Team Piatos back then, I don't know anong pangalan, Team Weteng bang tawag sa the Team Piatos back then did not want to open the envelope, thinking that
Jose Velarde team.
exactly. Thinking that will seal the deal, right? By not unsealing. Yung pala, di nila alam, actually worse is gonna come for Erap, which is pressure from below and then the military. finishing the job, right? No, sir, sorry, wala ka ng mandate para sa amin. Wala akong pake sa Team Piatos mo sa loob. So, um, do you think kung questionable lang naman sinasabi ni Mr. Butterfly, ay sorry, si Tolentino. Do you think we should go like that? People power level na? Or we should have actually gone earlier, some would say. I think I was with Ronald was saying, actually, dapat matagal na pinag-usapan yan kasi January pa lang, alam na natin, dinidribble na to eh. So, what are the things you're looking at? And then I want to tie that to what you mentioned a while ago as kind of a closing chapter to our discussion, bro, which is yung sinasabi mo na if there's one thing we learn from these elections is, nako, there is this mobilizable, right? High expectation and also, like progressive section of the population, i.e. Gen Zs, millennials, whoever, na mababastos talaga sila. Kasi basically ang idea dito is you can translate whatever Miggy Mango, Piatos na nag-benefit dun sa confidential fund and say to every single Gen Z, ito yung scholarship mo sana para makapag-aral sa college. Ito sana yung dahilan na hindi ka mag-abroad na pwede ka magstay sa Pilipinas para tulungan ang pamilya mo. Di ba? You could visualize even how each Miggy Mango confidential fund could have meant a better life for each Gen Z, right? And make sure babayaran nila ito sa susunod na election while of course you are also pressuring them at the gates at the grassroots level, but they have to pay the price in 2028 eh. If these trapos think na all they have to do is look at some surveys saying na yung nasa detention center may 60% approval at yung walang ginagawa ay 50%, well, you have to also look at the other surveys, also look at the other possibilities that you will pay the political price. Because I think yung isa hindi Senate President lang habol niya, yung President talagang habol niya. So, you have to make it clear. Mag-goodbye ka na as early as now, pare. You have really
Huwag na
messed
siyang
up.
mag-ambisyon kung
Mag-goodbye
babasusin
ka
niya.
na lang. Oh.
Huwag
At
na
wala
siyang
ka rin
mag-ambisyon.
souvenir.
Huwag ka nang mag-ambisyon ng higher office kung babasusin mo lang yung taong bayan. And ano ba talaga, sa akin kasi, hindi naman ako naniniwala na dapat noon pa. Naintindihan ko naman eleksyon, ang dami pa natin ginagawa, di ba? Sa akin, dapat noon pa ginawa ng Senado yung trabaho niya. Pero yung taong bayan, yung magrarally, ang daming nangyayari rin is, I think this is the perfect time. Hindi nila gawin, tapos na eleksyon, binigyan na namin kayo ng chance, pinagpasensyahan na namin yung Senado, kinain na namin yung lahat ng mga excuses mo na walang kwenta, tapos ngayon uulitin mo pa. This is the perfect time to express yung disgust natin, no. Ako, I've always believed, no, nung alam mo unang-una kong rally is yung sa EDSA People Power 2, EDSA 2. Kasi araw-araw pinapagupit sa amin sa HECASI namin, grade 7 ako noon sa HECASI namin yung impeachment proceedings, babasahin namin yan sa dyaryo, tapos papagupit yan, tapos ipapadikit yan, tapos pag didiscuss talaga namin sa klase at grade 7, no? Tapos after nun, nung hindi binuksan yung envelope, yun yung first political awakening ko eh. Talagang dinala ko ng mga magulang ko, text power pa noon, wala pang social media, wala pa lahat, text lang ng mga tao because nabastusan sila sa ginawa ng mga senador. Kumbaga, hinahanap ng mga tatao yung katotohanan, pagtatakpan yung katotohanan, lumabas ang halos may close to 200,000 kaagad yata day one pa lang, no, sa EDSA dahil sa kabasusan na yon, no. So sa akin, I've always believed from then that dissent without action is actually consent, no. So kung ang tanong mo ano dapat ang gagawin natin, nagdemanda na tayo, nagpunta na tayo sa Kongreso, sinulatan na natin sila, tinag na natin sila sa social media. Yes, I would go to the streets. I would go in front of the Senate. I will shout there and tell them enough is enough. Tama na tong kabastusan ninyo. And afterwards, I will mobilize against them. I will make it my life's mission. Kasi if we cannot guard our own democracy, sino magbabantay nito, di ba? And mas marami pa tayong energy level. Tayo yung mga bata ngayon eh. So marami tayong energy level. At unfortunately for them, 63% of the electorate is our generation, Gen
And
Z.
we have nicer eyebrows. We don't need
Yeah. So, Huwag nilang
Naturally
maliitin.
beautiful, naturally beautiful.
Di ba? Huwag na nilang maliitin. Huwag na nilang maliitin yung capabilities natin and yung energy levels natin, di ba? Babantayan natin. So ako, yes, we will mobilize and we will continue to mobilize and we will even campaign against you if you don't do your jobs properly, no? Tama na yung bulok na politika ninyo na para bang lahat na lang personality based at paghahanap ng poder, no? We want actual policies. We want you to tackle actual issues. We want you to do your sworn duty. We want you to have we want to have principled politics. And if you don't do your duty, we will make you pay. So yeah, 9 to 11, nananawagan na ako sa public, 'di ba? I think there's going to be a mobilization. If you don't do your job, babantayan namin kayo sa Senado, no? That's gonna be June 9 to 11. There will be details, announcements from various groups that I've been talking with, and we will be there. We will protest and we will guard
Rambo music.
against
Den, den, den,
despots.
den, 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 den,
Oh, we will.
den. Ganun, maglagay tayo ng
Walang
Rambo.
choice eh. Richard eh, walang choice. They're leaving us with no other choice.
No, no, what Ronald was saying, I think was in terms of kung gusto mo talagang malawakan na to get some of these team piatos, may levels yan, di ba? Attention is talagang, yung groundwork, siguro, he meant groundwork, hindi ibig sabihin na election time, magrarally na tayo. I think he was saying yung groundwork, kasi baka kailangan talaga medyo malaki-laki ang, ang ano natin. But it still can be done, kasi grabe yung ginawa kay Risa, parang nag-walkout kay Risa.
Oo.
Puta,
Bastos, di ba? Bastos.
pare, I mean, this is
Bastos.
crazy. This is crazy. Just when we thought Robin Hood, Padilla, and all these people are a problem, we just realized actually our problem are the original types. Kaya nga actually, you look at the arc of cheese, you understand why are we in the mess we are today. Because the people who should have known better, people that we used to respect, at least in your case, not necessarily mine, lang lumalabas ng totoo eh. Tsaka yung mga Team Piatos, tingnan mo itong mga to, hindi naman mga Robin Hood, Padilla type yung iba
At
eh.
least may changed character ako. Gusto ko i-clarify ha. Lagi ko sinasabi, like even kay Grace Poe, talagang ano laga, I campaigned very hard kay Grace Poe. I spent hundreds of thousands of pesos.
Just to be clear,
Yun yung
I
mga
don't,
sweldo
Grace
ko
Poy
pa
is
lang
not
noon.
Team Piatos. In fairness, she's not
Oo.
Team Piatos
Yeah,
from
pero
all
ang
anymore.
sabi ko sa
She's
kanya,
not.
sabi ko sa kanila lahat,
Not.
you have to have like the continuing qualification to earn my vote. At just because I campaign for you doesn't mean you have my perpetual allegiance. My allegiance is to my country. So the moment nung binoto niya yung continuation, I think, ng martial law at yung ouster ni Laila de Lima doon sa committee, noong nag-investigate ng extrajudicial killing, sabi ko, I cannot support you anymore. You were my president, but you're in the wrong. And I hope, sabi ko nga, I hope that we can see each other again under better circumstances. And I hope that I would be able to vote for you again. But not right now. Not right now. So yan, sa akin, just because, and hopefully ganun yung maging attitude natin, di ba? Just because we supported a personality doesn't mean that forever we will support you. Our allegiance is only towards our country, not nowhere else, di ba? Not towards personalities, di ba? Di ba kung sino ba may utang dito? Ang may utang dito sila sa taong bayan. At makakabuti sa taong bayan ang impeachment proceedings. So please, please, please lang, ituloy nyo na yan. Ituloy nyo na, gawin nyo yung trabaho
Kasi
nyo,
baka
pinapasweldo
naman,
kayo.
hindi naman January 6 level, pero grabe mga tao nagko-comment civil war. Relax lang kayo.
Relax,
Legitimate
relax,
naman yan
relax.
eh, na mag-rally kang talagang tingin mo may mali. Pwede naman kumuha ng permit and all. Ako naman, just to close this, I think kasalanan namin ni Justice Carpio kasi argument namin, even if yung Team Piatos is big enough to block a conviction, kung the level of Piato's confidential fund, Miggy Mango stuff was so bad, she could still be so politically damaged na kahit hindi siya ma-convict, yari pa rin siya. So I think that spooked them na parang, wait, huwag na tayo mag-trial, baka yari pa rin tayo. You know what I'm saying? Because this could really look bad for if indeed there's a preponderance of evidence, yari sila even if they block
Hindi
conviction.
preponderance to, kaya
Damage
feeling ko
goods
nga,
silang lahat.
proof beyond reasonable doubt to eh.
Damage good na silang lahat. Talagang isa na Hall of Shame na yung Team Piatos na yan.
Pero gusto ko lang sabihin, Richard, ako, gets ko naman, nagbibilang na yung mga tao, no? Sa akin, mag-trial muna tayo. Ako, sa akin, kung inosente si Inday, kung wala tayong mapakitang ebidensya, wag natin siyang i-convict. Let's respect our institutions. Let's respect those who voted for Inday Sara. Di ba? Pero sa akin, ayoko muna magbilang. Let's go to trial. And ebidensya, ebidensya, ebidensya. Di ba? Sa akin, kahit na marami sila, konti sila, yun yung command ng Constitution eh. Let's proceed to trial. Let's proceed. Ayoko muna magbilang. Pero ako, ang kutob ko, I've been looking at the evidence, no? Ang kutob ko lang naman, napakalakas ng ebidensya, enough for us to secure votes even if ang inclination nila ngayon hindi ma-convict, they will not have a choice eh. They
Mag-split
will not
din
have
yung
a
Team
choice.
Piatos kasi yung iba soft Piatos, iba hard Piatos. 'Di ba sa Piatos maraming versions, meron cheesy, meron pizza. So parang ganun din yung Team Piatos, maraming versions eh.
They will not have a choice. Kahit na yung base nila, eh, ang linaw eh, di ba? So sa akin, yon kahit na i-project natin anong mga inclination nila ngayon, I think trial muna. Whether or not mako-convict is beyond me. For me, let's listen to evidence. And again, I will advocate. I will be the first one to lawyer for Sarah kung ang ebidensya hindi malakas. Tapos gusto lang
No,
natin
wag,
siyang
wag, wag, wag
i-persecute.
magawan trabaho ni Harry Roque yan. Harry Roque will have a triumphant return to join the defense team of Sara
Di ba?
Duterte.
Sabi sa akin eh, parang ginawa niyo lang din kay Laila yan eh. Walang ebidensya tapos gusto niyo i-persecute. Right? Hindi ako payag. Hindi talaga ako papayag. Pero tingnan muna natin ebidensya. Tingnan natin ebidensya. And I think there is strong evidence na nakuha noong Quadcom, noong mga
Wag mo
hearing.
kasing takutin. Kasalanan natin, tinakot na natin sa trial eh. The
Oh,
only
pero
reason
meron pa
I'm
mga
mentioning
nakukuha
the
eh.
numbers, the only reason I'm mentioning numbers because puro sinasabi nila, wala naman numbers, hindi na ma-convict yan. Sabi ko, this is about accountability for heaven's sake.
Correct.
I'm sure the numbers will happen once people see the truth.
Correct.
Can we
I agree.
stop talking about numbers? Kaya I'm just saying the numbers just to preempt that yung ganyan cynical na argument, ay wala na, purong DDS na. Dude, kung ganyan tayo mag-isip, purong popularity contest,
Correct.
we're gonna be a joke. We're supposed to be a constitutional democracy. This is not a popularity contest. Kaya to be honest, I was disappointed with some surveys like, why should we put someone in detention in ICC at the same level as someone who actually has a job as a president and then see who's more trusted? Like, why would you even make a survey like that? No offense. I mean, I know hindi natuwa yung iba sa mga, sabi ko, isama niyo na si Tevez at si Kibuloy. Sabi ko ganun, sarcastically. But kasi ayoko nga ginagawang stock market yung democracy ngayon.
Correct.
This
That's
is
why
an
I lawyered
accountability
for
issue.
Laila. That's why I lawyered for Laila and volunteered for her. Because regardless, alam niya popular, but it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And that's why I left my old firm. Because I said I have to do my fair share. Because it's the right thing to do. It's not the popular thing to do, but we need people who will do the right thing always. And that's supposed to be our senators. It might be unpopular now, but it's the right thing to do. Proceed with the trial. Proceed with the trial.
Absolutely. On that note, thank you very much, Kapsat. Have a safe, whatever you're gonna do next. Di ko na sasabihin, baka marami nang tayong haters ngayon. Mag-ingat na tayo, no? But thank you so much, Attorney Dino. Bago tayo ma-persona non grata in Senate, while nagme-maintenance tayo ng ating mga kilay, let me close this shop. Looking forward to more conversation with you soon. Hopefully, God willing, in person soon. No, Dina, I'm hoping I'll have you and Attorney Christina Conti together dun sa TV show natin. That would be a
Yeah.
nice conversation. Tatlong madaldal. God bless. Talk to you
God
soon.
bless you.
Ingat. Ingat, brother.